Hey, what's going on, everybody? So this is a live recording of me trading live with all the members of the Small Account Mastery. Today's trade wasn't exactly a drama-free day trade per se, though it was the same method, but it wasn't an out of the money credit spread like typically we do. This one was more at the money, looking for a quicker move through multi-time frame alignment with the squeeze and things of that nature. And you'll see me break it down to all the members there. You watch me get into the trade, you watch me get out of the trade. Today netted about, it was 40, roughly 45, 50% return on the risk because we did $5 wide spread, got $2.65 of credit, and locked it up for $1.60. So pretty close around there. And then it was a total of 2.6%, I believe, of the net liquidating value on the whole account. So continuing to grow the account um, until we can start trading SPX. This today's trade was done in ES futures options, the S&P 500 futures options, based off of because there's no pattern day trade rule. So if you have a small account and the pattern day trade rule is against you, then you could bypass it by trading the futures. So I can get in, get out, and there's no day trade count against me that will lock up my account. But yeah, go ahead and let me know what you think. If you have any specific questions, by all means, ask in the comment section. I'll answer everybody. And I'll also throw some links in the chat or in the description box if you wish to come do a trial with me in the Small Account Mastery. And John Carter's in there as well. We both help people grow their small accounts as well. And if you don't know who John Carter is, go ahead and Google him and you will see. But yes, that's pretty much it as far as what I need to say for this intro. Got in, got out, but you'll watch it all unfold live. So I don't really need to break that part down. But yeah, everyone have an awesome day and let me know what you think. All right, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Let's get that set up. Cool. Okay. $37.15. You think I'm going long? I can see that. I do, like I mentioned yesterday in here. Like I said, I do think this exaggerated move higher is going to be hit with some resistance, and that's exactly what happened. Right now, it's been flirting with the weekly VWAP, and it does still leave me to believe that we're kind of forming this inverted head and shoulders on the hourly chart. But we'll see if that does play out. But as far as a 0 days to expiration trade today, we are currently down 1%. What I am going to do, and granted, you do not have to obviously feel obligated to do it this way, but what I am going to do is first pull up the charts. Okay, so to keep it, since it's already down 1%, it's going to be volatile. I may not do a per se drama free, meaning out of the money, but what I may do is maybe be doing at the money simply based off of because it may be super volatile, trying to just really nail an entry. But if you wish to do it drama free where it's out of the money, by all means, have at it. But as far as the setups go, I was actually watching this overnight. So there was this 15-minute bear flag that formed, right against VWAP, and it started to break down. The squeeze still has yet to fire on the 15-minute chart, and the hourly squeeze is going down. So it's the same strategy, really. If the hourly squeeze is going to keep firing short, and the 15-minute squeeze starts to go short, then up here against VWAP, then I think the play is to go to the downside. But I also think it's worth being slightly patient at the open to see how it all shakes out. And that will kind of give us insight. So right here, you see how the candle's turning red? That means the squeeze is starting to go negative as well. But we'll see what happens because it could easily flip as well. So you kind of have this little trend line right here. But we'll see what holds because on the hourly time frame, like I just showed, it does look like an inverted head and shoulders maybe forming there. And good morning, Lorna. David, what does Delta 20 to Delta 5 means? It means you could be potentially selling a position at a Delta 20 to Delta 5. That's pretty much what that means based on the deltas. Yeah. I don't know if that answers your question. That's really pretty much all it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really know what else to throw in there. because everyone's going to be choosing different deltas based on their current situation. Let me get that pin out of the way. Let's see what the internals are doing. Negative 1400, no surprise there. Let's see what happens. You'll notice that I also took the Keltner channels off, and all I did was put out support and resistance. So we could see it play out. So down here is support, obviously. Obviously, here's the upward range where we got stuffed yesterday, but we'll see if we start to turn it around. But it's hard to want to get short with this tree line right here. So obviously, this is an area where volume is coming in. So today is going to be the day where we're just going to have to wait. Cool. While we're waiting, any other questions? What's going on? Selling calls? Maybe. I'm going to wait for the setup. It's hard to want to sell a call right now with support because we're kind of selling right into it, but at the same time, at the 15-minute squeeze is going negative, 30-minute, hourly squeeze is going negative up against VWAP. Everything's so short. Like it's one of those moments where I kind of do want to just hop in, but I also acknowledge that we're 1% down, and typically this is where I can get shaken out. But I like the idea of going short against the VWAP, 15-minute squeeze going negative, hourly squeeze firing negative. Against resistance. So there's a lot of things saying that we should potentially up and down, but I'm going to give it a second. Let's see, where are those delta 20s at right now? Maybe I will do drama free, get in a little bit early. Simply based off of, that's the put side. Gotta pay attention. Delta, about 37.30. So what I'm doing right now is basically seeing if price is actually going to keep rolling over from this point. If price does indeed start to fail again here, I will think about selling. Maybe I'll just do at the money for a better risk reward. And that's basically because the 1 hour squeeze has already started to fire short from a mid compression or low compression squeeze. 15-minute squeeze is also starting to shift negative. We're below VWAP. We're at the 21 EMA, and here is resistance. So we're below it all. And if we do start to flush, I'll probably sell in either at the money or sell the out of the money call credit spread looking for a flush. But as soon as we get down here, I'm probably going to lock it up because I don't think we may or may not go past or too much past that. All right, well, we got to confirm close red here. I'm going to go ahead and sell. I'm going to hop in early and sell a call credit spread. I'm going to go a little bit more at the money because it's a little bit more directional. Or actually, I'll do a little bit out. I'm going to do at 36.90. We'll go 36.95. I'm going to go risk to reward, so I'll go a little bit in. Just confirm that it's still doing what I want it to do. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go to the short side. So I'm going to go, okay, so I'm going to sell 36.80, 36.85. I want to at least get more than 250. So I'm going to try getting filled for, what was I at? 265. Oh, that was quick. So Just send out the alert so y'all are aware. All right, to open 0 DTE yes features options. Wait, was that in the small account? Okay, it was. It's like, wait a minute, did I do that on the right account? FCS sold 36.80. Boom. 36.85. Call credit spread for $2.65 credit. You already jumped into the Delta 15, Sobo Joe? Nice. I just really like the setup, so that's why I did go at the money, looking for this to really flush lower, trying to take advantage of a little bit better risk reward. And since we're already down 1%, that's why I didn't want to do out of the money, as the volatility could pick up. And if the volatility does pick up, could stop out. And so basically, if the ES does start to break it back above you up, basically 3,700, I will consider this wrong and just get out of the way. Double Joe got a 475, nice. And then SPX is just simply at the money. Let me alert that too. That's it. So if you're doing SPX, it's just literally at the money. So whatever SPX is at, really. So if we were to come over here, so SPX, it would be like basically a 36.65, 36.70 call credit spread. Yeah, 36.70 there, Toro. But like I said, I'm doing the ES features for a uh, better risk reward since we're already down 1%. So this isn't really a drama free. It's really just playing the daily squeeze. And what I really like about it is, and the reason why I'm so eager to hop in, so the hourly squeeze just shifted. We got smacked in the resistance. We have this bear flag that occurred and broke down, and we tested the VWAP in 21 EMA in the hourly, so we're flushing down. Then everything on every single time frame is starting to go negative. So everything says price potentially should go lower. So that's that. That's the setup on why going short. And then if you need specific indicators, you look right here. Everything's all red. For the most part, every single squeeze is going negative. So just let it work. But I will admit I'm wrong if we start to move higher. And the goal here is to make, well, if I got in for 265, so that means I got, what, 130? So I'll see if I can at least get maybe 50, 70% of it. We'll see it all work out there. And let's take a look at the internal. So we already know the squeezes are firing short, nothing a whole lot to change there. We can look from here. Bigs pop in. Try to get filled at 250. You could also um, adjust strikes if needed, things like that. Because I do think the squeeze is still, like, this is still the beginning of the day. I still think we're going to flush quite a bit based off the squeeze. Oh, nice. Are those lines JC's new indicator there, Austin? Okay, so up 15%. And where is that tree line exactly? And here I can show you all this as well. So this is a tick chart, volume, but you see how price also was stuck underneath this HVA and VWAP, and then just it's been cruising lower since then. So Tupac, no, it's not an open order. If you have to, you could adjust strikes if needed. Well, I wouldn't at this point actually, as it's moving lower. It's more of when it was occurring. Tupac. But nothing's to say you can't do a drama-free day trade after, I say a rally, obviously. But okay, got you, Austin. And so where I was mentioning where I will consider locking up is that 36.61. Yeah, if you at this point, if you didn't get in, I would cancel the order. The one that if price goes back to where it was where we entered, then I would potentially think that it's going to flip and it's not going to work out. So yes, I wouldn't leave it open. And if you're trading SPX, it would be at the money. But at this point, if you would have done a drama free, because it would have moved pretty quickly lower, then I mean, could have quickly that premium would have been sucked right out of there pretty quickly on this move down. So we're still heading down into support. Yes, that is my name when you get out of the way. So the tree line is right at 36.48. See, we're going to come down for one more tap. That's SPX though. I am going to lock it up at that area and get out of the way because David Starr puts things in our ways there. Yes, if you're doing the drama free, please wait the 30-minute rule. Absolutely. Okay, so we're at the tree line right now on ES. I will appreciate this thing to quit moving on me. All right, so we're right at that level. So we're going to hold. Wait a second. I'm not going to be greedy as we are running into resistance. So I'm going to try getting out at least, let's see, 40% of the credit received. Actually, you know, let's try 50 if it's going to keep moving. At least get 50 and get out of the way. So I'm going to send an order for, I guess, 135. Oh, just heard the ding. It's going to bounce right there, isn't it? Okay. Well then, let's adjust that order before it bounces in our face. All right, I'm just gonna change it to 40, which is going to be roughly, I guess I'll put it at 160. All right, just got filled at 160. So I was like to close at support for 40%. Closed. I had to be fast this morning. All right, so little account, the $2,000 account made 52 bucks, 52 to 50 bucks. And the setup here was all the multi-time frame squeezes starting to fire, but we're coming right into the support, right into David Starr's tree line, and we've seen the magic of that thing. So that is why I was quick to pull the trigger to get out of the way before, who knows, it potentially may just chop around this area, but I do see this being an area where price potentially could start to move higher. Now, say for those of you that potentially want to do a drama-free day trade, waiting the 30-minute time frame, like I saw you asking about Gurmeet. So as price rallies, but say VWAP is about right here, and it starts to stall, I think selling into VWAP is a good idea if everything is staying status quo to the downside. But there is support right here that we're sitting right on top of. I think is shorting any rally. The tree line for SPX Toro Joe is roughly the same, but I could pull that up for you. So we pierced it on ES, SPX. It's loading. There we go. So SPX is at 36.48, right where we're at right now as well. And like we could pierce right through it, but the concept of doing this for the setup that it was setting up at the current time I saw the setup, so I wanted to take it at the money for the better credit, the better risk reward, I guess, instead of the large volatile swings that could happen intraday. But let me see what kind of questions y'all may have here. Let's see. Took the 40% as well, Trader G. Nice. Yep. And the drama free went by fast as well, right? Yeah. So that quick move on the drama free version, that premiums when we sucked right out of there as well. And JC's indicators were in confluence with it. Nice. And Tupac, I'm sorry, bud. Never got filled on that. Life's too short to wait, right? Absolutely, Toro Joe. Why do we wait 30 minutes on the Avery? The 30 minutes on the drama free. Well, I found out that I typically, when it comes to drama free and things are volatile, the intraday swings could be rather large, and you can my stop outs happened more often when the overnight move was already greater than 1%. That is why I wanted to go at the money on this particular trade, because we're already down 1%, and I don't have to hold through a 2x move against me. I could take advantage of the flush. But that is why. Got filled. But yeah, it's fast. Gurmeet, the trend line. Sorry, I thought you said tree line for a second. Is the tree line based on a trend line? No, the tree line is David Starr has some mathematical equation stuff that predicts all that stuff. Let me see where I'll find it just to show you how it works. Basically, it's He's an Elliott wave guy. It's a combination of things, but it certainly works. I believe this is it. That's SPX. Okay. So I'm gonna zoom back out here for you, Grimmy. So you see, look, this tree line, that's where price really stopped. And so the voodoo lines could go by levels of importance. Like, so here's a fire line, that's the most important. Tree line, second most important. And then snow line is third most important. And these other ones are sky lines, which are uh, not as much as well. But you can see they go from level to level, and you can see how they hold as support. And you see it held right here, and that's exactly where we're holding it again. But that is it's based off of David Starr. He has some voodoo magic in it. I honestly don't know how he creates it. I just know it works. And the Trojo in at 250, out at 150 and two profits. Excellent. Excellent, Simon. Glad you're able to take advantage of it as well. And Nasir got out of the call credit spread. Should you take your profit on UVixie? That's up to you. We flushed down to support, and for today's trade, it made sense to get out. You see how we're holding? Like, remember right before we got in, I said price potentially is going to bounce here. That's exactly what's happening right here. It doesn't mean it'll hold, but from a directional move, that is a place to lock in profit. So we're starting to bounce. So we got the big move and got out of the way there. You're welcome. Did I answer your question, Avery? Just for that particular, the voodoo lines don't change on time frame. They're all the same on every time frame because they're a level versus like a moving type of thing. Okay, you're welcome. Glad you got it. Well, that's pretty much it. We'll see if it works out. Nice. I mean, did the SPX. It'd be nice to get this larger account to, or the small account to a larger account to SPX. But you know, the goal here is to grow this small account and get it trucking along. So we're getting there. It's just going to take time. But awesome, Simon. And I'll put this on the spreadsheet. How much further do we have to go for the cup and handle C-dubs on the daily time frame? That's if it happens. So the only way this inverse, and this will be from a swing trades perspective, and so as of today, I'm not looking to put on a swing into a rally, especially now we're down 2%. You're welcome, Scott from Texas. Hopefully you're able to grab some of that. And I know it was quick. That was something. That's why it's hard to do it live, type it up, and get it out. But if you were here, hopefully you're able to grab a piece of it. So the only way I think the cup and handle is going to work is if this inverted head and shoulders works out. If it does. So I even talked to yesterday how I don't think this is going to last. So we are pulling back. So the question is, do we stall here and maybe go forward? And fundamentally, I'm not sure if news came out overnight or whatnot, but if this inverted head and shoulders works out, then I believe I have it on the SPY. So let's pull up the SPY. It should be for the inverse. Oh, sorry, yeah, for the inverse cup and handle C dubs, I believe it is up at 385. If we get there, that's quite a ways away. Yeah, up here. From a technical analysis perspective, if we're taking the 30% from the highs to the lows, then 385, where I have it brown. I should probably change the color of that, but I have it brown because it's a a cup and handle. It's your coffee. Don't want to spill it, but it's 385. Definitely harder on mobile, absolutely. Uh, you did not, but learning to fish, awesome, Scott. Well, as long as you're learning to fish, that's what matters there. Yeah, maybe Ian is. Well, I don't know. I don't think the hurricane is actually influencing today, in my opinion. I've traded for several years, and there's always hurricanes. It doesn't really seem to mess with it too much, but it could. I don't know. JP, great trade, great setup, excellent. I'm glad you're able to learn from it. Awesome. Yeah, probably during. And I was talking to Sam this morning. He mentioned something happened overseas, or maybe JC said something this morning when I was talking to him. Someone mentioned England did something. I don't know if they versus what happened yesterday, but we'll see. Um, right there, Felix. That was the 4-hour time frame as far as the voodoo line goes. Not that chart. Too many charts. I need to start closing some of these. So this is just a 4-hour chart. See right here, 4-hour chart, and it doesn't change. Like the levels are, and they're on individual tickers and whatnot. David has a whole thing on them. You're welcome. All right, Jill, did you sell the Delta 20s? If you did, any of y'all do the out of the monies that have the account that could withstand that type of thing? You did out of the money, Andrew. Sold the Delta 15s. How is it working? And then Christian, my tracker for trading is have I adjusted size to 50 instead of 100? Um, which tracker are you talking about, Chris G? The one that is on the dashboard, or like the little Excel spreadsheet that I've handed out to some people? The one I was filling out. No, you do have to half your size. And so those y'all know as well. So the trade tracker that's on the dashboard, I'm having to and I get probably explain what JC is probably looking at here in a minute. But what I was getting to that is yes, I had to adjust the credit received by half because it's just doing the math. And the only place where I don't have to do that is whenever I send you all of the stats from TraderView, because TraderView calculates it automatically. TraderView, you just upload your broker statement and then it spits out your stats. Like there's no adjustments. It literally, it is what it is. You can't hide it. This is what your broker statement says. And so that's why I think it's really good to show it to y'all. But yes, on the spreadsheet, you do have to cut it in half if you're doing ES features, Chris. That was a really long-winded way to say yes. But good to see all y'all that did out of the monies. Yeah, that move would have sucked the premium right out of there. Yeah, what you so JC is there's a tree line down here, right? What I would imagine he's seeing, like I can't speak for him, but what I imagine he is seeing, so there's a tree line down here, and he's starting to see this roll, right? Looking for this to shift higher. He's selling into support, is what it looks like. Though I'm not listening to him. I'm here with y'all guys. Interesting, but he did a put credit spread. Nice, Jill. Glad you locked that up as well. But yeah, okay, cool. Got all y'all's your answer. But that's pretty much it. I will be in the free room at 12 Central, covering a little bit of drama-free day trades, kind of some nuts and bolts of it. So if you're new here and you wish to know more about it, that's where I will be at from, like I said, 12 Central from 12 to 12:30. I'll talk about it in there as well. Yeah, the early trend signals I want. Okay, but yeah, never mind. I won't even talk about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. 37%, awesome. Left a runner, cool. But I would just want to make sure, did the setup make sense this morning as far as why we hopped in, why we got going, and what could follow through? Yeah, awesome. All right, cool. I'm glad y'all found it helpful. But yeah, the reason not doing drama free is really because we're already down 1%, and I saw the setup for selling it at the money and we could lock up a quick 40%. And all it was, like I said, is resistance held, this bear flag, we broke, we rallied into VWAP, was failing, all the squeezes were going negative, so whistle that call credit spread and soak up as much as we can. And then we close it right at support. And obviously, yes, we're starting to go back down through, but you never know if that's going to happen. You never, especially at the open. You could easily have just gone wham and then back up. So we'll take our quick 40, or if you got more out of it, awesome. But that was today's trade. So I hope it all made sense. Awesome, Joe Mac. I love it. Glad you found it helpful too, Brad. Cool. All right. Well, I'll let you all go. I'm gonna get stuff ready for my free room session so I could get everyone kind of on the same line. But remember, if you want to show up in there, by all means, hop on in. And I'll be in the options room later if you're a member there. I'll be there at 10:30 again as well, like I always am. Other than that, go enjoy your morning. Enjoy life. Your job here is done for the day. So, and if you need anything, I'm here in the background. You just ping me, and I'll answer your questions if you have any. But have an awesome morning, everybody, and we'll see if we get back after it again tomorrow. All right, take care, everybody.